Hopefully you guys can hear me. I've been having some technical problems this morning. So hopefully it pops in and all is well. But we have sound, we have volume, we have a strong connection, and there's no technical problems. So we'll see. This is take 3. So if it doesn't work this time, I may have to wait until the afternoon to stream. So we will see how this goes, friends. I'm always aware that sometimes it's just not meant to be. So we are going to try our best to stick with it and keep going. Um, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully it does not take the stream out all this time. I'm going to put on the do not disturb because that's the other thing that's going to happen. It'll pop in and take our sound out again. So let's see what happens. Let's see if I get a connection. I usually know if it's going to connect by getting a notification. So I don't know. I think my sound and my technical problems are here. So I have sound. That was my other, but it did not send a notification. So I'm not sure what type of system we're working with today. So we'll see if it works, but that's okay. Sometimes you have those issues with streaming. So you just go with the flow, friends. We are going to go with the flow. Hopefully it comes, we come out on top and things work right. And before you know it, we have people in the room and we're sitting here having a good time. so, so that's the goal. We'll see what happens though. In the meantime, let's get started on the other side of the streets. We're going to go over on TikTok, make sure we're connecting over there. We will go over there and chat for a little bit, and we'll see what the day brings us. Hopefully it brings us joy. I choose joy. So that's what we're looking for. I'm going to set up my screen real quick. And hopefully we don't have any technical problems on the TikTok side. Hello, friends. Thank you so much for being here. We were having some technical problems. Hello, friends. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? Thank you for being here. I appreciate the support. Come on in. Hopefully we can get started. This is my 3rd time restarting the live, you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I had to restart it. It was technical problems. I didn't have sound the first time. And then I didn't have, I went out. The connection just went away. We talk about all things live streaming. We're going to talk about how to go live, specifically on TikTok. I'm about to co-stream. I'm about to go on TikTok. Make sure you like the live. Give me a thumbs up. Also hit that subscriber button as well as the bell to get notification on when I go live and post content. This is going to be a quick live because I actually have a meeting to get to a little later. And so I'm being very intentional about showing up here, connecting with you all, but I had the technical problems. And when you try to do something, sometimes you just have to get through the technology. It does not cooperate. And so we're going to get started in a second. I am going to go live. So TikTok live, we are talking all things live. TikTok live in particular. Come in. Let me know if you have questions. I'm going to talk about how to go live with ease and confidence. Come on in. Feel free to ask questions on how to go live. If you are new or afraid or shy, come in and ask questions so that you can get started. Thank you so much. Hey, Silver Fox, how are you, friend? Come on in as well. How's everything going? Thank you so much for being here. Good morning. How are you? Where are you located? Are you home? Let us know you're home and you're fine and recovering, friend. So we're going to talk about TikTok. Thank you so much, Berna. Thank you so much for joining. I'm all right, and you. I'm good. I'm good. I had technical problems on the YT. The YT was trying to hold me back. They didn't want me to go live. Okay, yes, you're home. That's good. That's good. I'm happy you're home, friend, and you're able to recover and the peace and tranquility of your home. So thank you so much for that. Daily hurt me. And so I had a delay because I was trying to get going, and I know I have a hard stop at like 11:55 because I have a 12 o'clock meeting. So I have to make sure I go to my meeting and support over there. So it's going to be a hard stop this morning. So we'll see how many friends we bring into the room. We're going to talk all things going live. TikTok, we are talking about live streaming and giving live streaming tips. I want to make sure everybody who's here is able to get support, and we can get to talking and chatting shortly. And so we'll get to talking. Thank you, Alfred Unstoppable. How are you, friend? Miss Darlene, thank you so much. Hey, so Miss Darlene, I need to get to your live. You've been co-hosting with your friends again. You got some new friends, teaching them how to go live. I love it, love it, love it. I love it. You got your buddies with you, and everybody is teaching and learning. I love that. So I need to get over there and check you out, friend. And I know you do the voice chat. Did you have my message about the voice chat yesterday? The voice chat has been causing some issues for a lot of creators. So a lot of creators across TikTok. So it's been some issues. Oh, your somebody's comment got filtered. Was that you, Miss Darlene? Something you wrote got filtered. I didn't see it. I just see this filtered message. So, hello, friends, sending those populars. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Nika Grace coming in the house. Hey, friend, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. Um, so, Mr. Link, yeah, let me know if you heard my message about voice chat. So voice chat is causing a lot of violations. So not necessarily in the eight. We've had three people that I know of. I'm trying to stay on track with my lives. There we go. I love it. Hey Jennifer, I saw you flying in as well. Thank you so much for being here. So I just want to say that about voice chat because I don't want you to get in trouble with TikTok and get another V. What they're noting is I haven't gotten any more. Okay, that's good. So the people who are in my the agency chat that I'm in, they've had some creators talk about it, and it seems as if those V's are coming when you only play TikTok music. It seems that's the main reason. So people who are playing just the music and not talking, not doing the audio, that seems to be the problem. Thank you, friend. I see people from the YT talking. Um, and so yeah, tap to 10K in 10 minutes. Yes, we're gonna get to tapping. Thank you so much, Nika. We are at 4 minutes and almost 4K taps. So let's see if we can beat the record. Hey, Color and Gems. Hey, how you doing, Daddy's daughter? Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to the room. Color and Gems, how's everything going? Natty, Nat, how are you doing, friend? Natty, Nat, I gotta get on your new schedule. Your new schedule's in the morning. Thank you so much, friend. I appreciate the compliments. Hey, Natty Nat. So, Natty Nat, are you 100% in the morning, or was that just the test? Because I think I've seen you twice now. Um, it's going pretty good. That's good. That's good. Stay with it, friends. I'm going to talk a little bit about um, going nuclear. I said that in Nika Grace, her live yesterday. She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, all right, you going to uninstall and reinstall. So we're gonna see how this goes. I switched officially for the past 3 weeks or so. Okay, okay, that's what's happened then. I was like, I think I've seen you live in the mornings. So, and I haven't been able to catch it because obviously the mornings is not not normally when I'm on the live because I'm taking my son to school. Uninstall and reinstall. Still no icon for panel box. Still no icon for the panel box. Really? And do you have the latest update? You might have to uninstall and reinstall again. I think so. Can you do a podcast on YouTube and TikTok at the same time? Well, so for podcasts, someone asked the question on the YT Diamond did. So YouTube YT does have a podcast playlist. So when you record a live video, depending on your formatting, your light, you know how they have the podcast mics, all that stuff. You're interviewing somebody or you're doing a solo podcast. It's just up to you in terms of how you um, the format you use for doing the podcast itself. But essentially, yes, to answer your question about YouTube, because you can make it a podcast playlist. You could make it a video podcast playlist. You also can make it audio. They do have the audio feature too. We do have audio, which is the voice chat on TikTok. So if you decided to do it on TikTok and you had all the things set up where you wanted to be more podcast like, you could download that recording, the audio recording or the video recording, and upload it to the YT. So theoretically, yes, you can. So yeah, you can do that. Hello, everyone coming in. Appreciate you, friend. You said, what is the panel? She's talking about the multi-guest panels. The multi-guest panels. And so, um, Jennifer, just so that I understand what you're saying you don't see the icon for two people. You do not see that. You do not see it when, because it could be located under your three dots. They've done that before. Like if you're on co-host and you go to your three dots, your multi-guest panel is there. So it just depends on where you're talking about. You don't see it. Um, Tap to 10K. Thank you so much. Lisa, I saw you fly in as well. Luna, I see you, friend. I am not going to forget you. I sent you a message. We are going to be meeting at 12 o'clock. I appreciate you. Talk Mama, how are you, friend? You're new to the room. Say hello for us. How are you doing? Hey, got it. Okay, perfect. Um, Let me know if you have any questions as well. Thank you all who are here. Appreciate you all coming in. So, so Jennifer, let me know if you're still here and you heard what I was asking, because I want to make sure you don't actually have it, or is it just it's been moved to the three dots, and maybe that's where it's sitting for you. And those are multi-guest panels. So I'm kind of surprised you're telling me you don't see the interlocking rings and a co-host. It was at the bottom and disappeared, so I will look. Okay, so check the three dots. It could be in the three dots, and it would be in the upper area where it says multi-guest. That's possibly where it's at. And it's clearly like when you're on this format, it's just you on the screen, nobody else. You don't see the multi-guest, the two heads. Okay, so that's where it would be to like the left side. Um, so yeah, thank you all who are here. I appreciate you. Juanita, thank you so much for being here as well. Appreciate everybody coming through. Thank you so much. 10K, we did it. We did it, and we did it in 9 minutes. Good morning, Trisha T. Good morning. So yeah, so let me say yeah. So here's a couple things. Here's an order, and I need to create. Thank you so much. Hey, Miss Vicky. Thank you for the populars. I need to create maybe a flow chart of what's currently being done, with the thinking that you can make adjustments. You can decide where you want to do, where and if you want to do anything differently. But I think there's something to be said about the algorithm and how it's responding. So I want you to keep that in mind as well. Thank you for that daily heart me tappers to the rescue. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? That is so much the truth. Thank you all who are coming in. Thank you, Nika, for those populace. Did she off the viewer choice first? Did she turn off the viewer choice? Viewer wishes. Viewer wishes. So let me pin Miss Darlene's Honoring Unstoppable. Jennifer, this is for you. This comment is for you, Jennifer. What Miss Darlene is asking, and this is a great question, because do you have what's called viewer wishes? Do you know what the viewer wishes feature is? Let me know if you know what we're talking about. Do you have that turned on? Because if you have that turned on, you won't see your panel boxes. And I don't know if you have it turned on. Yes, you have it on. Yes, no, you don't. Let me know what the yes meant. Yes, you know what it is. Okay. Let me know. Okay. You say yes again. I don't know what I said 10 things, Jennifer. So let me show you what viewer wishes are. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna work. we'll just put that up there. That's it. So yes, you turned it off. It is on. When this is on, if this is the viewer wishes, when this is turned on, I don't know what's all in here. When this is turned on, you won't see your panel boxes. Your viewer wishes is on. That's why. They can't be on at the same time. So thank you, Miss Darlene. Look at Miss Darlene. Let me clap for you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean laugh. Miss Darlene, you know you're on TikTok, don't you, Fred? I'm so proud of you. You said, Doc, viewer wishes. She called it viewer choices, but viewer wishes. That's the problem. Yeah, this is your issue. When this is turned on, so mine is actually, I can see the two symbols. They're kind of grayed out. You said I learned from the best. Yes, I was like, hey, Moonflower. Miss Darlene, be in these streets. Yes. So when this is turned on, your multi-guest boxes are not available. You can't have these two things on at the same time. So I see mine. It's grayed out though. I can't touch it. It's like, and when I touch it, it actually says not available with viewer wishes. So yours is not available. You just don't see it because you have this on. So you got to turn this off so you can get to your co-host or your multi-guest box. So that's what's happening. So I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to end it. And then you just go back to your three dots. You click end for viewer wishes, and then you can turn the boxes off. So that's what's happening, Jennifer. So Jennifer, let me know if you got that, friend. I'm happy to stop by and talk about it with you. Well, I won't be able to come in your boxes, but I'm happy to stop by and talk about it with you. Yes. So yeah, if you can do sales, not of somebody calling. Oh, hello, friend. How you doing, Coach Michelle Mitchell? Thank you so much for being here. I'm not understanding. Is that a question? Let me know. I think that's a statement. But I appreciate everybody. You said I will try. Okay. So let me know if you want to message me. I'm happy to chat with you about it. But the viewer wishes, you got to turn that off. And so you got to end it, and then you'll see your multi-channel boxes. Now, the thing about it is, while TikTok is giving us instructions over here, I know. So Miss Vicky, did you uninstall and reinstall? Is that what happened? You uninstalled and reinstalled your app? Because that's what I noticed. After I did that, from the viewer side, it's like touch this, do that. It's giving you all types of instructions. And then even from the live host side, you'll see different things that pop up. Like when I turned on my live today, it was telling me about add products to the shopping cart. So I was like, I'm not doing that. But it'll show you different things to interact. It'll give you that swipe finger too to make you swipe to the left and right. TikTok just gave me the flash code. It is heart me's. It's 11 of them. If you haven't given me your heart me, you are welcome to give it. I appreciate you supporting. No, but it's seriously talking. Wow. What you mean is seriously talking? What you mean? Voices? What you mean? You use Tickfinity? Are you hearing voices for real? Yes, it told me to add things to the shopping cart. If it has, it looks totally different after I did. Oh, really? Oh, okay. I have to go back and look at mine. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate it. Hey, Dr. Lisa, please tell me where I can find my email. Where you can find my email, um, in my bio. If you want to go my bio, it's in my bio. Yes, my email is in my bio. That's probably the easiest way to get to it. Yes, it's in the bio. It's the info@lyi.agency. That's it. Yeah. Written instructions scrolling across the screen. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. So yeah, that's definitely there. Um, Jennifer, thank you for those 200 comments. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, everybody coming through. I appreciate all the support. Any of my new friends that's coming in, thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate you all coming through. Um, so I appreciate everybody coming through. Let me know if you have any questions, friend. Thank you for the populars. Appreciate the populars as well. Okay, so I was going to tell you guys, I guess I was going to break down because we have a smaller group, and I am doing kind of a mesh up when you think about it of things that I've experienced, things I'm doing, things I've intentionally done in the last probably 30 days, maybe 2 weeks, not quite 30 days yet. We'll say towards the end of January, for all intents and purposes. Things I've done since then, and then things I've heard from Flourish. Like Flourish, her input is gold. Is really helpful. So I think it's a mesh up of that, and then just some of the things I've heard you guys talk about and seen as well. So I'm gonna walk through this, and I probably need to document this. So I'm saying it out loud to you all first, and then I'm probably gonna have to write this down and come up with maybe a flow chart of some of the things. But I'm just going to tell you some of the things I've done. And it's still a work in progress. I'm not saying this is it, but I'm just noting things as I'm doing them, okay? With how the algorithm is working, how I'm noting um, updates and changes and stuff that need to happen. Sent you a message. Thanks for your help. You're welcome, friend. I'll take a look at it. Um, so just know that that's what I'm doing. So, not to say this is all the right answers, but it's just things that I've been doing, and I've been doing it very intentionally over the last 2 to 3 weeks, for argument's sakes. Thank you all for the shares. I appreciate all the shares in the taps as well. I appreciate the support with getting this live out there. So we're talking all things TikTok live. Hello, Yorkie Puppy for Adoption. Appreciate you, friend. Thank you for the follow. Thank you all who are coming in. If you're new to the live, put in the chat new, and let us connect with you all. So I want to make sure we are connecting. Appreciate you guys being here. Simply, are you in the room too? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your friend. Where are you at geographically? Let me know what country are you in? What continent are you on? Good morning, my queen. I saw your picture in the oh, thank you so much for that, yo yo. I love that. Appreciate the compliment. Hello, Boss by Design. How are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Teaching of 16 years, helping moms and educators create income from their phone. Love it, friend. Love it. Yorkie, how are you doing? I'm doing well, friend. New as well. Thank you so much for all the compliments. All puppies purchased will come with the following lifetime satisfaction and guarantee. Okay. All right, appreciate that. Yo, yo, thank you so much for being here as well. So everybody coming in, yo, yo, you don't have a bio. You gotta put a bio, friend. You putting out nice compliments. Thank you so much. But you gotta have a bio. All right. So here's what I will say. Thank you for the follow as well. Here's what I will say. First thing I did. So I'm gonna start with my account, my profile. So a couple things I did with my profile. I updated my profile description. I also went to my following, and you guys know I talk about this. The most you can follow on this app is 10,000 people, 10K. That's the most you can follow. Now, sky's the limit of how many people can follow you, but the most you can follow is 10K. That number, you don't want to get to the point where it's too high, where you are actually hitting the ceiling. You're hitting 10K. Most times, and I'm not saying this is anything that is something that you have to do, but you do traditionally want to bring that number down as you're growing, as you're seeing who's engaging with you, who's connecting with you, who are you following. You want to look at that and see, okay, maybe purge some of those people if they're not following you back, or if you're not truly following the right people. All right, thank you, Miss Vicky. So I brought my number down in the last few weeks. I'm hitting right around 1100 or so. I don't know what my number is. Let me check again. Yeah, 1140. And so I brought that number down because it was like 3200, 3300. So I brought it down to 1140. So I purged. So that's something I did recently. So I say that to you guys, just looking at your following number. If it's super high, you might want to come down in terms of who are you following. Okay. So that's one thing I did. If you look at some of the major creators, influencers out there, they're traditionally following less than 1,000, less than 500, sometimes less than 100. So pay attention to that as well. All right. I think that does tell the algorithm a lot of, if you're following a lot of people, I think there is a follower Ooh, I need to purge. Yeah. Oh yeah, friend. Yeah. So that number's high, and I think it does speak to the algorithm in terms of your following column on the homepage. It might get a little confusing. Hey, I'm new here on the TikTok with you now. Thank you so much, Diamond. Appreciate your friend. Me too. You said you need to purge it. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I brought mine down drastically. Now again, I don't know if there's any magic number you should get it to, but I did bring it down like literally half the amount, a little over half the amount that I had already. So I brought it down. I probably will purge a little bit more, but with the nature of what I do here, I have to follow you all. So all of y'all I have to follow so I can add y'all to the group chat, so I can add y'all, so I can get your daily heart me when I come to your live. So I have to follow everybody. Now, in theory, are all of your niches my niche? No. So theoretically, I'm probably not helping my algorithm, but that's the nature of what I'm doing here. I'm here helping people. So I got to kind of make that decision to be, make sure that that following number does encompass all of you all. So just keep that in mind. In a perfect world, the people you're following are people who you really want to see in your feed, your following feed, are things that are going to help inform your algorithm. Okay, does that make sense? So, um, so I had to bring my numbers down. So I brought them down. So I tell you that because I want you guys to pay attention to that too. Is that you say yes? You said interesting. So in a perfect world, I don't know if that's if that is part of what's happened where there's been a little bit more visibility and stuff, but I just wanted to say that out loud. I wanted to name that I did do that. Okay. Hey, two brave hearts. So keep that in mind. If you need to go back and look at your numbers and see what's going on. If I was to say something, hey, Donna Ray, if I was, oh, thank you for the daily heart me. Oh, are we still on the heart me flash go? We are. We need two more. Thank you all. Two more heart me's. Thank you so much. Hey, Suju, how are you, friend? Um, and oh, look at you, watch for 100 minutes. So keep that in mind. I don't know if that means anything huge in terms of how your algorithm will operate, but I think it does have an influence. Okay, so pay attention to who you are following. All right, I'm sure if you're following, some of your friends, not a big deal, but ideally that number probably should be a lot of people who are within your niche, within the same niche. So it helps to um, inform your algorithm clearly on what you're trying to see and what your page is all about, and making sure that the right people are coming to your page. Does that make sense? Let me know if I need to explain that more, because basically I was saying the following number, bring that number down. Don't know what the exact number is, but I brought mine down at least halfway to what I had before. All right. Yes, it does. You're welcome, friends. Yes, makes sense. Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate all the support too. Um, the other thing I did, so from a profile perspective too, and this happened about, I think I'm close to 2 weeks ago. I took my link out my bio. I took my link out my bio. So link was removed, and this was because this came as a result of two reasons. Right when the glitch happened, someone came, hey Happy, someone came from one of our other friends. Thank you, Trisha T. I see you, friend. Thank you, Happy. I think that did it. We did it. Thank you all. I appreciate it. I did move off the trail of my niche and went more random. Yep. So try to get back on your niche trail. Try to get back on trail. We did it. Thank you so much. And the likes. Yep. Good morning. 92% is in all the Black Girl podcasters. Appreciate you, friend. Thanks, Hallie Q. Welcome to the room. So I did. Oh, thank you, friend. I see you. Thank you for that. Um, thank you for that daily heart. Me too. I did take my link out my bio. That was the other thing I did, and I took it out with the thinking. Thank you for the roses. With the thinking that one of our creators, Lee Ann, she had a person in her room said, "Hey, I got this notice that says my views are suppressed when I have a link in the bio." Well, the notice was because of it was a marketing notice from Service Plus. It was one of their emails or one of their system notifications. And in that system notification, that was the marketing message. It was saying like, hey, your views are being suppressed. If you have a link in bio, use Service Plus instead. It was like that type of messaging. And basically I was looking at that. I was like, oh, and it was kind of a scare tactic type email or message, marketing message. And I went to my point of contact with the agency and I said, hey, I heard this message from Service Plus. Is this something where they want you to use Service Plus? And she said, no, they actually, that is supposedly a thing that your link in bio will suppress your views. She didn't say that it stand link. She didn't say link tree. She didn't say website. She just said link in bio. So I took it out because I heard from her, and I'm gonna trust her thoughts on it and test it out. So I took it out and moved it to my agency page, and so that's where it's at right now. So that was the other thing I did. So updated my bio with some words there, trying to make it a little clearer in terms of what I do. I re- brought down some of my followers, purged some of the followers, and I removed my link in bio. So those are three things I did just for my profile alone. Just merely looking at my profile and trying to figure out what else could I be doing that is impacting my visibility, that is also not making it clear that, what I do on this page is I'm live stream coaching, I'm helping people with their TikTok live. So I'm just trying to be really, really clear about that. Hey Jeannie, how are you, friend? Great day, friend. And so I wanted to be very clear about that. So I did that. Those steps I probably took in the last 3 weeks. When you think about anywhere between 2 to 3 weeks ago. Um, then here in the last week, we've been doing some things from paying attention to our setup, our system here. So I did the latest update to my phone. You said, what's your other page? Oh, it's the agency page. Give me 1 second. It's the TikTok agency page for me. Suju, I do the agency. I'm also an agency. In my profile, you'll see it is at Launch Your Income Agency. So you'll see that, but I just messaged it here so you guys can follow it if you want. I put hello, let me pin it. So that's the agency's page. Um, you said, if you have an event happening, how do you get people to do the link tree? You said, so if you have an event happening, how do you get people to go to your link tree to sign up for it? Well, they want you to start using Service Plus. So as you're thinking about talking to your audience, letting them know about services and stuff you have, you can change what they call is a pin a notice, but it's called a pin card. When you have your pin card, you can pin your pin card, and your information there may say, "Hey, sign up for the webinar, attend the webinar." Visit me here, click here to attend the webinar, or contact me to attend my webinar. And you can say it in your live. You can say, if you want some more information, DM me your email and I'll send you my information to sign up for the webinar. Yeah, you can say that. It's not a bad thing. And so this is where they want you to start using Service Plus. So you have you have an opportunity to pin messages every a 30-second message every 3 minutes. So a 30-second message every 3 minutes. And then people, when they come into your live, they see that message that's pinned. So they can see that. And then Service Plus, I think for you guys, is sitting in this corner. That's the little yellow arrow symbol thing. That's Service Plus. So if you click that, you can DM me directly. And then with your Service Plus, you have specific questions that are there and quick answers that you can give your people. So all that is part of the strategy for using Service Plus as you're talking to your community. And so with my Service Plus, and I'll say this real quick, I do one-on-one consultations, I do coaching packages, and I have some other services that are in my stand store, which is on my agency page. So you can get to my agency page from my bio because I have it messaged in there. It says apply now to the agency. And you see where I point you to my agency's page. You click that and then you get to my stand store. And the first thing in my stand store is my agency. You said, is there a cost for Service Plus? Service Plus is free. It's a free service. You have to sign up for it. You got to get approved. You got to sign up and get approved for it. But it's for creators, the personal side, personal accounts, and the business accounts. The business account has another feature called a contact form that the personal account does not have access to. So it'll say, if you try to do the contact form, it'll say switch to business to use that form, but you don't have to. Okay. So thank you so much, Jeannie. You're welcome, friend. So I've been talking about, I'm going to continue. Hey, Coach Jesse, I saw you as well. And Coach Jesse attended a webinar for Service Plus. And Service Plus is something that any one of us can sign up for. And when you get their messages in your system notification in your inbox, take a look at it, scroll all the way down. Typically, they have the Discord message that you can attend, um, get invited to their Discord as well. Okay. So I would definitely encourage you to sign up for it and make sure you are learning a little bit more about Service Plus if you offer a service in your live stream. If you don't offer a service, then it's not a big deal. But if you do offer a service, consultations, like I said, digital products, coaching, whatever it is, Service Plus could be a good feature for you. And then they now have another feature where you can create video courses. And with those video courses, that's another way for you to share information with your prospective clients, with your clients and viewers, and they can get those courses too from you. TikTok does take a cut from it, so it's like super fans. So just kind of think of it that way. But it might be something you think about strategically about how do you get people to learn more about you, and then ultimately get maybe your bigger offering. Yeah. So it says, I need to offer service. You do. How like podcast, man. You know what you could do? How like you for real. I'm gonna give you something real quick. You could do mini videos, and this is a mini course concept. So you could do a course, you do a couple mini videos like intro to podcasting, things you need to keep in mind, maybe mindset, maybe some things you need to know about having a podcast. And then ultimately people can grab that if they just need the basics. And then they can grab that from you, and then they can get more support and services from you by doing consultations. Maybe you have a coaching program, something else you offer to help people develop their podcast. So just a thought, but you really could have a service. You have a service. You just need to make it a service. So yes. So yeah, friends, thank you so much, and definitely connect with her because she does a collaborative podcast conversation. You said writing this down. She does a collaborative podcast on Fridays at 4 p.m. Pacific time with Aaron and Carol. Carol's an agency. She's the voice guru, Carol West. She's not feeling well right now. I'm gonna check on her, but she is our resident voice guru, and she is a voice actor as well. So um, which one? The voice actor is Carol West, and then Holly Q is in the room. Holly Q does the podcasting conversations. Thank you so much for this information. You're welcome, Donna Ray. You're welcome. Um, Give me 1 second. The name of the app again. The name of the app, Service Plus. Service Plus is a TikTok feature. Service Plus is this little feature here. You'll see it in the corner. Sunday Thrive Champion. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Let me know if that's what you meant, Jenny. Let me know if that's what you meant. Thank you. You're welcome, friends. You're welcome. Okay, perfect. That's very cool. So yeah, so Nicolette, how are you, friend? Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. So yes, thank you all. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate everybody coming through. I forgot its name. Thanks. You're welcome. Service Plus. Service Plus is the feature. So when you're in your live stream, the Service Plus feature is sitting right kind of in the middle of your banner below. But for you guys as viewers, it's in this lower corner. Am I right? Yes, in that lower corner. So that's where it is. Just getting my coffee. I hear you, friend. You know what? I stopped drinking coffee, y'all. I have to admit, I have not had coffee. Now, granted, I get my caffeine through my neural gum. That's where I get my caffeine. But I don't drink coffee. I've been away from it for a minute. And then I do get it for my tea. Actually, I do have a teacup sitting here. Oh, title gifter for the DJ glasses. Thank you so much, Nika Grace. You're so sweet. Those glasses, y'all. TikTok they need to be ashamed of themselves. They got to come up with something like the hearts or something else. The roses. These glasses it's a lot. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. You said how much caffeine is in a normal gum? You know what? That's a great question. I don't think it's as much in each piece. Let's see if it says it. It says natural caffeine. Does it give a dosage? Oh, 40 milligrams. 40 per piece. 40. So engage. How you doing, Riley? Thank you so much. So 40. You said how do you survive? No. You said how do I survive with no caffeine? You know, it's fine. I do feel it a little bit in the morning, like, it's almost like habit though. You wake up, you want to grab your cup of coffee, do your whole morning routine. So it's kind of a habit. But what happened is that I replaced it with my tea. So now I grab my tea in the morning, and it's like a herbal tea. I don't think it's high caffeinated. I don't. It might not be caffeinated at all, actually. And so I grab that, and then I'm doing my breakfast and stuff, and then I do a little bit of a workout exercise routine. So I think that helps. So some days I'm dragging though. I do feel it. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, friends. So what I was doing, just so that you guys know, we got into the Service Plus conversation because I was sharing some things I had done over the last 2 to 3 weeks that I think has kind of helped my algorithm a little bit, helped me in terms of getting a little bit more of a visibility. So and I don't know one thing that I've done that I will say that's actually it, but I think I'm just walking through the steps of some things I've done so that you guys can kind of see if there's something you might want to consider doing yourself. I think that's just equal to a cup of coffee. Is it 40 milligrams? Okay. So I'm getting a cup of coffee anyway, huh? More than one person to complete those would be great. You know what? I think that would be great. Yeah, for the title gifter, that's true. I would agree with that, Mr. Arlene. At least split it up. Like 5 is a lot. So let me start over. I'm gonna recap it real quick because what I was sharing is that this was like a mesh up of what Flourish. She's Flourish Plant Care. She's in the agency and she's had some success with her room as of late with being in her greenhouse and talking about her plants and stuff. And she was just sharing some of the things she's been doing. And she's been doing this for now 2 months, where she's been really, really diligent about how she starts her live and some things she's done throughout those 2 months to make it such that she's grown her viewership. The algorithm is responding favorably. And so she's getting a lot of views for it. Unique, thank you so much, Unique One. Appreciate the populars. Thank you all for being here. So we're talking about TikTok Live, and I talk about Want to Go Live, live streaming tips, helping you become a better live host. I talk to a lot of beginners, so if you're new to my room, please put in the chat, I'm new here, trying to learn. Let me know what's holding you back is that you need to know how to go live. Look at the galaxy. Thank you, Black Lotus. Appreciate your friend. Black Lotus, did I know you was here? Welcome to the room, friend. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. Um, Thank you so much, everybody. Hey, John. Thank you for being here, y'all. Thank you for the stickers, Lisa. I see you. What's your new family, Dr. Lisa? You said, that's my new family. Unique is? Oh, welcome, Unique. New trying to learn. Love that. Hey, T. How are you, friend? I'm a toddler here. All right. The galaxy will always be that girl. I love that. I do too. I do. It is, it should be, you know what? I put it up there like with a TikTok universe, y'all. I'm just saying. I just think it's a great gift. That, I have to say that and the whale. The whale always gets me when it comes through the screen. I will say the whale is another one of those gifts. No, you didn't say hi to me. Good morning. Hope everything is well. I didn't see you, Black Lotus, come in. Welcome to the room, friend. Good morning. Good morning. Black Lotus is a level 30, so I should have seen her come in the room, huh? So, I'm sorry. I apologize, friend. So my friends, my returning friends, and my new friends, welcome to the room. I appreciate everybody who's here. So I was just walking through some of the things that I've noted over the last, I'm gonna say three weeks. Maybe this has kind of been a slow climb, although I've been doing things before that. But I think I'm noticing a shift in the last 3 weeks or so. So let me recap about Flourish. So Flourish has had success since like mid-December. and she's seeing things kind of climb in her room. And she does things in a very beginning. She's actually starting to talk, and I'm going to tell you guys this, and I want you to pay attention to when you start talking in your live. Show of hands. When I say show of hands, show of hands, but no, real talk though. Who actually starts talking when the number 3 is on the screen? If my niche parenting, what do I need to do to make sure that I attract my people? Um, you might, so I'm gonna let me answer that question in a second, because I'm actually, I think I'm about to answer it now. But let me talk about the florist thing, and then we'll kind of make sure we tease your talk specifically about your situation too and tease it out. LYI family, look what you all did, taught me. I made my profile pic. Did you really? I made her oh, you made her profile, Unique's profile picture. Mr. Arlene, you're hot today. Mr. Arlene solved the problem with viewers' wishes for why the guest panel wasn't showing up. You are on it, friend. He said, not me. Not me. What happened? What happened, Luna? What you mean by not me? I started as soon as I hit, oh, not me. You don't start at the 3. Okay, I started as I hit the button. Okay, I start at 1. You start at 1. Yes. Wow. As soon as I push the button, I start talking. That's it. So here's the deal, though, right? Not at 3. Okay, gotcha. So here's the deal. What she recommended doing, and this is what something I've been doing. You know, she has the whole thing where you have to talk slowly. And I think I always talk relatively slowly, but not super fast. You want to talk slowly so it picks up what you're saying. She said at 3, as soon as it starts, you're talking because it's recording. So 3, and so when 3 hits the screen, I say TikTok live. We're talking about TikTok live here. I'm talking to live hosts. If you're interested in going live, come in. We're talking about TikTok live. So from the beginning, I am talking about my subject. And then I may say, if you're new, if you're a beginner, come in. I want to teach you how to go live. I'm helping you go live. We're talking about TikTok live. So I'm saying literally the words that are a part of my live stream so that the algorithm knows this is about go live, TikTok live, and I'm talking to beginners, beginner tips. I'm teaching you how to go live. So I'm saying that probably for the first 2-3 minutes or so, depends on if y'all start coming in a room. And then I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing, how you doing? But I try to say that pretty early on from like the number 3. Okay, as soon as the countdown begins, as soon as you go, when you hit go live, TikTok live, I'm talking about TikTok live. TikTok, people interested in TikTok live, bring them in. I want to help them go live. Beginner tips for you to be a live host. TikTok. So I'm saying those things. So for you, Diamond, you will say, I'm talking to parents. Parents that want, you fill in the blank. So what she shared to do, one of her other tips is to search your keywords. And so I do think that is a great tip because you need to know what people are searching for. So if people are searching for parenting tips, parenting strategies, whatever you're doing in your live stream, and don't make it too confusing for the algorithm. That's why I said if you heard me say the word over and over again, I'm talking about TikTok live, I'm talking about TikTok tips. I'm saying those things because I want the algorithm to know what I'm talking about. I don't say a lot. You didn't hear me say TikTok shop, even though I talk about that. I don't say that. You didn't hear me say, oh, I'm gonna tell you about how to boost your content and make sure you go live and add things to your stories. I didn't say that. I just say TikTok live. So I try to stick to that lane, that particular niche, and then ultimately, as I go live, you guys know I weave in different things. I'm talking to you all, but then I try to bring it back to the whole TikTok live piece so that the algorithm can kind of bring people in that are interested in TikTok live or beginner tips, those type of things. So I try to be intentional in on the front end. And again, people come in a room and I'm saying hi to you all, but I still try to weave that in that we're talking about live. We're going to start going live in a second. Start our live topic in a second. We're talking about TikTok live. So I'm doing all that to kind of make sure the algorithm is learning me. And it has shown that it has with some of these new AI features. So they have the AI summary feature before somebody comes in your live. There's a little box, and many of you have said, "Oh, it had me right with TikTok live stuff." So I've gotten that kind of feedback from people. When it comes to my boards, they have that new AI board. It had boards that was relating to my topic, and so it would say TikTok live strategies, TikTok, so it was saying all that stuff that made me really understand that it understood me. So it's getting me. Um, and so I want you guys to hone in on what you're saying and how soon you start. So you're starting, as soon as you hit the go live, you're starting to talking very intentionally. You're saying the words, the key words that matter to your live stream, and just kind of get in the habit of doing that. Okay, thanks. You're welcome, friend. Um, so, um, so once the algorithm picks up what your live's about, it will actually give you prompts to post. Is that a question? Or are you saying it does that? That's interesting. Tell me more. I didn't see that feature. Where's that at, Donna Ray? You're saying it'll give you prompts to post? Tell me more. I haven't seen that yet. That's a new way of doing it. No, that's kind of a question. Okay. That's what you should say. Sorry. Um, what it does is there's boards. There's boards. Oh, so I was talking about the AI boards. The board. This is a board. This is what this is. This is a board, and TikTok will give me suggested boards. So when I click my wand where my board is sitting, there's actually some AI boards that are there. Okay. So let me do this. I'll show it to you guys real quick. I know this. Hey, original, how you doing, friend? So it'll actually show me boards. Let me see if it does it. They changed it a little bit. Okay. Let me just do this. It's gonna make the screen blink, but I'll be right back. Um, so when I'm in here, it's giving me some boards. So yeah, there's a lot of good boards. They've changed the way the boards look too, just so that you guys know. Um, so like I'll do a couple screenshots for you guys. Um, okay, and then I'll do this one too. Okay, sorry about that. So you guys saw in real time my boards. So here's what some of the boards look like for me. And then they actually have some other ones too. Good morning, friends. Good morning, everybody who's coming in. So what I'm going to do is change. I'll show you guys on the screen what it looks like for me with the effects. So this is effects. So again, these are, I know my friends that are not beginners, they kind of know what I talk about. So I kind of walk you guys through what's in here. So when you're clicking the wand, you see effects. I'm about to click effects. Effects has what's called green screens where you can kind of raise your hand. I'm going to show a green screen where I can put the image in front, and I'll show you guys what I just took screenshots of. So I'm going to apply the green screen. So this is the board feature. You can shrink it down. So really quickly, these are the boards. This is the board I'm using now, although it took it away. So I'm going to have to put it back up there. This is the board I'm using now, and you can change out your board. I probably have like 10, 12 boards in there, and I can just click on hide, or you can see on the side where it says use. So I can click either option, hide, use, and then I can, the three dots, I think it allows you to delete. You can't edit the board while you're in the live. You got to do it before the live. So boards is a feature you will create before you go live. Here it says AI boards. I don't know if everybody has this feature. If I'm not mistaken, not everybody has it. So I'm going to recap some of the other things I've done. And I think that has helped with bringing in new features. But The AI boards is there, and you can see it really small here, but these are boards that are personalized to me. So I did some screenshots of the ones that are in there for me right now, so you guys can see it. So this board is here, and there was like 10 boards that I can swipe through, and they all have different messages. Some said um, TikTok shop messages helping you grow income with TikTok shop and stuff like that. So it's hearing me talk about different things. So it created a board relating to that. So right here it says cultivating your TikTok live community. Let me say something. Even though it created this board, and although it seems fine, it is not. This board I would have to edit before I use it. Put in the chat why I need to edit this board so you guys know why. I want you guys to be able to pick up what I'm putting down. So why do I need to edit this board? Thank you, Diana. Thank you for the puffs and the roses. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. What's wrong with this board? Anybody? Anybody know what's wrong with the board? Should not have TikTok. There we go. The word TikTok. The word TikTok is here and there. Yep. You can't see the word. No, it's actually the word TikTok. So if you look up here, cultivate your TikTok live community. I would have to edit this board and take out the word TikTok because TikTok does not allow you to put on your boards social media platforms, including TikTok. Really, you can't use the word TikTok on your boards. No, you cannot. It actually will send a message. So even though I pulled this up in my live and I tried to use it, it probably will suppress my views. Okay, if I use this board, so I would have to edit the board before I start the live, take out the word TikTok, and then I can use the board. Okay. And if I wanted to, I can make some changes to the colors, all this other stuff. You said that's real weird. It is weird. But yes, even though the AI created that board like that, I cannot use it. So you can't use social media platforms. You cannot use websites. You cannot use pricing, so dollar sign with dollar amounts and stuff. And you can't use personal identifying information. So you want to try to avoid using your name also. So there's another board here where it has my name in it. I would take my name out of the board. So I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't use that board with my name on it. Okay. Um, just to be on the safe side, because it's personal identifying information, I probably could use that board, but I wouldn't. Just to be on the safe side. And then this one too, I would have to remove TikTok from this board as well. But these are boards that it's heard me talk about things and it's picked up these boards. It's created boards for it. So, and I've noticed that maybe in the last month or so that feature is there. Thank you so much. Who else has the AI boards? Let me know if you have it. Who has the AI boards where it's picking up what you're saying and it's creating boards for it? Hey, Laviv, how are you, friend? Anybody else has those boards? Have you noticed that? Take a look at your boards. Great information. You're welcome. You say you have it, unique one. So yeah, take a look and see if you have it. Because if it's picking up what you're saying, that's good. That's good. It's understanding and hearing you. You said, let me go see. Now you should be able to see it actually before you go live under the boards area. Because my boards show up there. Now I'll tell you right now, my other account, and I haven't been live as often on my shop page, it does not have it. It doesn't have those, it doesn't have the AI boards. Awesome information. You're welcome, friend. Thank you so much. Every time I jump in one of your lives, I learn so much. You're so welcome. Appreciate it. So yeah, the algorithm is listening to you. They've done a really good job of having like the little AI message that was below that was picking up everything we was putting down. Is constantly listening to us, and so boards are being created as well as your chat. You guys are being listened to, which are right. It's paying attention to what you're doing. It's paying attention to everything you do in this live. Because if you're in a fan club, I can then go and see little messages about you. I can create tags now. So no. Oh, look at you, level 17. Hold on one second. Where's my clapping? Congratulations. Oh, Rich, you reached level 30. Good y'all. Look at that. Thank you so much. Black Lotus, thank you for the populace as well. I see you guys. I appreciate the gifting. Thank you, everybody. If I did not say thank you, I sincerely appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for the populars. Um, and so yeah, so you guys gotta make sure as you're engaging. That's the importance of also engaging. I didn't get a chance to go really deep in the fan club, and I probably will save it for my 4 o'clock. So my 4 o'clock, come back because I'll do a deeper dive on the fan club. We'll talk about those tags. We'll talk about the AI messaging. We'll talk about how to leverage and utilize that new feature, which really could be a game changer if you are still growing your community. You know what I'm saying? So you're still new, you're growing. Like many of y'all in the room, my newbies, y'all my newbies. So I really do need y'all to start communicating. But my people who have been here for a while, we know each other. You know, we've been going together for a while. Okay, so we know each other. And so in that way, the AI boards, we can laugh about it because it's kind of comical in terms of what they say. But at the same time, my new people, as you have new people coming in, you might want to learn your people. Okay? So that's going to be important. And then ask questions. It's a great way to have a conversation starter. If you get to know them and they've been coming back more frequently. Thank you all who are coming in. Appreciate you all sharing out the live. Hey, how you doing, Cindy Mill? Thank you so much for being here. You said wonderful. You are very informative because I didn't know you couldn't use TikTok name nor use dollar signs. Yes. So when you create a board, it actually has a message there. I'm not saying something I'm making up. It actually will give you it's almost like a warning message that pops up. So if you create a board before you go live and they have to approve your board, and I'm going to tell you this, they'll approve it. You could use that board, but it will say your views, maybe I think the way it's worded, like you won't be recommended to the For You feed. So your views are suppressed. You're not going to be pushed out. So just know that that's the consequence of doing it. So you can do it. They're gonna let you do it because they will approve it. But if you get that warning message, then it didn't like your board. It's something on that board it did not like. Otherwise, you don't get that message. Thank you all. I appreciate it. So thank you, Rich. I appreciate that, friend. Otherwise, you don't get it. I just edited my board and it's under review. Okay, perfect, perfect. Yeah, so they'll review it for you and all as well. But that message is pretty much your warning to say, all right, you put that out there. Do at your own risk. And let me say this. They will give you a restriction. Okay? We've had a few people that said, hey doc, I got restrictions for no reason. I don't know why. And what we deduced was that it was their board. It really didn't like their board. It was like pushing people off the platform, stuff like that. They were getting restrictions for. And it was because of the board. All right. How do you find the boards? The boards are at the beginning, it's under settings before you go live. Although in the last week, my board has come out as one of the little icons before you go live. So it's either going to be a separate little icon for you to click to that says boards, or it's going to be under your settings feature. Okay. So just keep that in mind, guys. I don't want you guys to get in trouble with TikTok. And put my board back. My board went away. So, Miss Sterling, let me know if I need to show it to you, friend. I'm happy to show it if I need to. Um, okay, so fan club. I'm gonna go deep dive into fan club. I just want to say that at 4 o'clock. I do have a hard stop because I have to meet with a friend. Have to meet with one of the people I'm doing coaching with. Uh, and so that is a noon appointment. So I'm gonna have a hard stop at 11:55, so I can get to my appointment on time. But with that, just know 4 o'clock I'll talk about fan club because I want you guys to understand that particular relationship. That's a relationship you got to cultivate. And if you are new to going live, look at your fan club, see who's in the room, see who's come back, see who they've created tags for. They're asking questions. Ask questions back. Suggested topics and questions you can ask them will also be there for you. So we're going to talk about that. And then you can create group chats and nurture that group even more. So how did you ask me this question a couple days ago, and I didn't get a chance to really go deep into it. So I'm going to try my best to go a little deeper because I want you guys, especially as you're growing, and I want you guys to be successful. I want you to think about that fan club as part of your community. That is your community. So I want you to understand the value there. All right. So we'll talk about that at the 4 o'clock. I was going through this live. What I was doing was sharing some of the things that have happened in the last few weeks. And I just wanted to name that. I'll probably need to kind of document this for you guys so you guys can see it. And I said it's kind of a mesh up with things I've personally done, as well as things that Flourish has talked about and others have talked about and have brought to my attention. So it's kind of like this confluence of things. So I want you guys to say, okay, what thing is there something out of these things she's talking about that I need to maybe go a little deeper in, or maybe I do it because I haven't been doing it at all. Recognizing that the algorithm is listening, okay? And so you want to make sure that you're getting as much visibility, as much traction as possible. And it starts a lot of times with maybe some things you need to do to make sure you're articulating that in your live stream. But even before that, that your bio and other things are up to speed. All right. Thank you so much. I see you all. I appreciate it. So earlier, if you didn't catch me, I'm just going to do a quick recap. If you didn't catch me earlier, I said I started with my bio. I started with my profile. Maybe that's better to say. I started with my profile. My bio was the first thing I kind of updated maybe about 4 weeks ago, where I changed it up a little bit, cleaned up my verbiage a little bit about what I do in my live. I probably will take another look at it and just kind of clean it up a little bit more, but I cleaned it up and took some wording out and changed it around just slightly. It's not super changed, but there are some cleaning, some retooling I did. And then last week or 2 weeks ago, I went in and my following number was like about 3,200. It was about a little over half the amount that it is now. So I purged and brought it down to like 1,100, close to 1,100. So I purged quite a bit, and I removed those following because the most you can follow on this app is 10K. Okay, 10,000. That's the most you can follow. You can have followers in the millions. It doesn't matter how many followers you have, but the most you can follow is 10K. So keep that in mind. When you see these big influencers, and if you're in your niche, go find one of the people you admire the most. A big influencer. Hey, Black Lotus, thank you for that. You just got your daily heartbeat. Thank you, friend. Somebody you admire the most, go and take a look at their following number. A lot of times it's under 1,000, maybe even under 500, sometimes even under 100. They are barely following some people. Some people are barely following anyone. And a lot of times the people they're following are people who they think are their influencers, people they admire, that next level up. Or maybe it's a close family friend, somebody else like that. Yeah. So the most you can do is 10K. So if you got 1,000,000 people, you can't follow all those people. Heck, if you got 11,000 people, you can't follow 1,000 of them. So you can't follow everybody. So just keep that in mind. The algorithm there's something to be said about what's that percentage of people you're actually following. So I brought that number down. So I just want to name that. I did bring that number down. The other thing I will say is my bio. I took my link out my bio. And so I do have my agency page in my bio, and I point to that as if you want to apply to the agency, I put the agency's page there so people can click it. It is hyperlinked, so you can click that. If you go to my bio right now, click my profile here, my mini profile is going to pop up. If you click my profile picture again, it takes you to my main profile. So if you're on my main profile, you should still be able to hear my voice. Ideally, you can still hear me. If you click my the account that's in my bio that says Launch Your Income Agency, it will take you to that page. Don't judge me. I don't have a lot of content over there, but but that is the page. It's there. So you can hyperlink things that way. So I decided to go that route, and I decided to put my webpage over there, my stand store over there. And so that's how you can get to it. All right. So that is something I'm doing intentionally as well. So between the two, hey Kim, look forward to connecting with you too, friend, today. So just know you can do that. All right, so that's something I intentionally had done. Now, let me know if you guys have any questions about that. When it comes to, yes, when it comes to talking about my page, all this stuff, I'm leveraging Service Plus. I said that earlier, where you can talk about your page. Service Plus is here where you can send DMs. People can get to you that way. So that's what I'm doing. I talk about Service Plus, or I'll pin a notice. Is Launchpad the launch your income? Is that what you meant? In my stand store, the agency application is the first thing that you see in the stand store. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, friend. And so you can pin notices. So if people want one-on-one support, you can pin me. I can message you. I'll send you my webpage. I'll do all that stuff in the DM. You can ask people to send you their email. You can do that type of communication as well. If you want more information, DM me your email and I'll send you. So you can do that. Okay. You just gotta just be mindful about how you talk about things, but you can tell people to DM me, or you can pin the Service Plus. So that is definitely not against the rules. You're totally fine with doing that. Just be mindful of how you say it. Yeah. So and then I talked about, you guys heard me talk about, with when you start your live, are you starting to talk at the moment it says 3 on the screen? So that first, as soon as you hit go live, that first number that pops up, you're starting to talk. Or do you wait for the countdown to happen? And I say, start talking at 3. And I say the words that matter in my live stream. TikTok live. I'm talking about TikTok live hosting. Let me show you how to live stream. I'm going to give you go live tips and strategies. If you're a beginner, come in and get tips. So I do all that in the beginning. I'm being intentional about saying the words that matter to my live stream. And then what I was saying is that you can go on the home screen. If you're on your profile, click the home in the lower left corner. And in that search bar, you can search the keywords, the terms that matter for your topic, and see what type of searches people are doing for that term. And you'll see where the arrow to the side is, if it's trending up or not. Those are the trending terms that are coming up for that concept that you put in there, that term. All right. So those are words that you might want to look at some of the content there, but those are things that you might want to say because people are searching for that. So pick one or two things, but just focus on that because those are search terms people are searching for. Hey, Leanne, how are you, friend? So thank you all for being here. I appreciate all the support. Um, then I said, good morning, good morning. Then I said, okay, so we're doing all that. We did all that. Not to say that it's a magic bullet or anything like that. I did say, and this is what I've been talking about for the last couple of weeks. You got to make sure you have the updated app. Okay, make sure you have the updated TikTok app. I need to check and see if there's an app update sitting in there for us now. Today is Wednesday. Actually, I'm going to check on my other phone while I'm sitting in here. Today is Wednesday, so is there in fact an update that is sitting for us? And excuse me. Vintage, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. 100 minutes of looking. Thank you for being here. And so I'm just going to see if there's an app update. Make sure you're checking for that. And then also, nope, no app to update. That's good. When you go to your app store, I'm going to show you guys real quick. When you go to your app store, you're probably inclined to click open. You're like, oh, there's no update. I'm just going to click open. I'm going to tell you not to do that. Don't click it here. I want you to click the symbol, click here first. I want you to go to this page and just do a quick check first. If it says open here, that's fine. There's no update. But if it says update, that's how you know you need to do an update. All right. So actually click to come to the page for TikTok, for the TikTok app update. And again, that open at that first spot is always there. Don't ask me why. I don't know why, but they don't always tend to have the update sitting here. So when you click to go to the app page, it will say updated. There is an update. So make sure you click there. That's my tip of the day, because a lot of people miss that and they're thinking they're updated and they're not, in fact. The other thing is, I don't know How you doing, Unforgettable Bakery? I don't know if your phone is my phone is an Apple, so that's what I use. I think that's an Apple thing. You think it's an Apple thing where it doesn't? So you guys always see updates, or you always see you always see open, or does it automatically update? He said no. Your Android person, wonderful. Let me know, right? Um, Mine shows the update. Yours show the word update. Okay. You know, for other apps, I'll be honest with you. I think it's a TikTok update, because the other apps it'll show it. Like here, my Instagram. My Instagram has a little thing I need to do, so I got an update I need to do for Instagram. Apparently, TikTok Studio shows it. Yeah, the other ones show it. I don't know why TikTok. I think it's the TikTok problem. I never used to like that. Not sure why it's doing that now. Yeah, it didn't used to do that, did it? I think that's a new thing. But TikTok is the only one that does it for me. The other ones have that little symbol like I have to do an update. So I guess my Instagram, let me do it while I'm sitting here. My Instagram apparently needs one too. Um, this is my backup phone. That's probably why it's doing that. Thank you so much for the gifts. I see you, friend. Um, so iPhone, Apple users, the foolery TikTok play too much. They do. um, the Apple, I don't know what the Google Android phone is like. So I will tell you guys to check for your software updates on your phone. But the Apple one did have one. It's 26.3. 26.3 is not an automatic update. I've been doing, I guess, anecdotal research here. And everybody's telling me that the update is there. They automatically have the updates that should show up automatically, and it updates overnight for you or whatever. This one doesn't do that because it needs you to give permission. Okay? So there's a permission. Thank you so much. I see you, Fran. Unforgettable Bakery and Deli. Appreciate you, Fran, for the gifts. So because of that, you need to make sure you go and do the software update. So if you're sitting here right now and you have, okay, you have the Apple, okay? If you're sitting here now and you don't know what I'm talking about, I want you to go in your settings, then go to general, and then go to software update. Settings, general, software update. All right? And that's where you'll see what I'm talking about. And you need to do the latest update. All right? So that I just gave you something. You got homework. Thanks, I just updated IG. My TikTok's okay. Okay. I think it's a TikTok thing. I don't know what's going on. Hey Alex, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much for being here. So make sure you guys do that, okay? Make sure you do that. So you want to update your software on your phone. And then my point of contact, because I asked her about this, and this came from her, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do it. And Leanne was one of the first brave souls that did it out of the agency. He said, check it now. She was one of the first brave souls that did it. I was like, well, if Leanne did it, has done it, I can do it too. But my point of contact for the agency, she said that you should uninstall and reinstall the app. And I was like, oh wow. And I was teasing, saying that feels like the nuclear option. Like I'm pressing a button because I don't want to let my TikTok, if something happens, what if I can't get it back? And so I was like, oh my gosh. So I did it, and it was nothing that happened. Leanne said nothing was gonna happen. So nothing happened, y'all. I mean, not nothing happened. I think it did help, but I'm saying I was able to get back in my account. It was really easy. They didn't ask for a password. They didn't ask for any type of other information. I had wrote my password down. I had wrote my email and my phone number just in case I needed all that stuff, and I did not. It came back to my current app for me. So um, do my updates, so I will still let you know if that makes a difference for my live room. And it may take a little time. I'm gonna say that it's gonna take. He said nothing catastrophic. Yes, happens. No, it doesn't. It's a non-event, y'all. Other than you go through like some of the beginner screens, and like I said, when I went live, it's telling me swipe left, swipe right. They had the little swipe symbol on the screen to kind of get you going. But nothing really happened that did not allow me to get back to my account. All right. So I personally think it was helpful to do it because it kind of shook up the system a little bit. But we'll see. We'll see. It's still kind of, the jury's still out. I'm still kind of working through what does it mean to have all these features. You say you're the best. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you, friend. It was, the update was there. You're like, you're the best. um, so yeah, so definitely update your phone software, update the app, and then if all else fails, uninstall and reinstall the app. That's what I'm gonna say. All right, uninstall and reinstall the app, and see if that helps to um, improve your functionality of streaming. And let's be real about streaming. This takes up a lot of bandwidth. It just does. And Leanne uses her computer, so she knows what it means to have live studio. And my live studio glitches for me because I have multiple things open on my computer, and I have to kind of fix things there. But ultimately, if it's doing that to your computer, it's doing it to your phone too. It's taking up a lot. All right. So your phone has to be a high quality phone. I will say that if you are on an older version phone, I'm probably gonna step on some toes. I've been stepping on toes all week. But I will say, if you're sitting back and I would almost say 14 and below for iPhones. I don't know what Android numbers are, but if it's 14 and below, I almost feel like you're definitely at the cusp of needing a new phone if you're 14. Okay, so you probably need 15, 16, 17. I know that might have hurt because some of y'all might be sitting here on 11s and 12s. But I'm just saying, if you got a 13, a 14 and below, you might need a new phone, all right, to do this and not be frustrated, all right? So just want to say that if I stepped on your toe, I apologize, but you might need a new phone, all right? So, Suju, I'm sorry. You're like, what? Anybody else feelings I hurt, let me know. I just want to know. I don't mean to hurt y'all feelings. I don't want y'all to be mean to me when I come to y'all lives. You're like, she out there privileged behind with a nice phone. So, but let me say, you do need a phone device that's going to be able to stream effectively. All right. So keep that in mind, and make sure and if you do decide to keep your phone, make sure your phone doesn't have a lot of other stuff going on. Browsers open, you got multiple apps open. You gotta shut that stuff down. You're gonna have to shut it down because that's gonna also impact your streaming. All right. And then when it comes to your connection on your internet, for your home Wi-Fi, your 5G, all that stuff. If you know you have spotty connection in your home, you might have to figure out Wi-Fi extenders or the best place to stream. The phone just has to be updated to the capacity that is needed. Yeah, but if you're using other stuff, your phone may not have that capacity. Yeah, it may not have that capacity. Yeah. So just kind of keep that in mind. So make sure you are removing apps, closing browsers, doing all the things to make sure you have the capacity to stream. Because you are streaming, you are. And then your Wi-Fi matters as well as your 5G connection. So if you don't have an extender, like I have an extender, my husband had to update our extender because I was having some connectivity issues last week. Everything seemed like it was definitely glitching quite a bit, and so my extender needed. I knew this particular room I'm in, it has some spots that are no connection. You know, there's some essentially some dead zones here. So really, where I'm situated at this area, I think it's all right. Sometimes the extender is definitely helping. I need the extender. If I move my desk maybe just another 2 feet over, it doesn't work. So I know that about this room. This room is one of those rooms that's the connection in this room, the internet connection, for whatever reason, is spotty. And I think the reason is the further you get away from like your what is it, your router, your modem or whatever the proper term is, the further you get away, this is what my husband told me, the more challenging it is to reach that signal in the house. And this room is one of the rooms that's furthest away. And so he had to put an extender in here. So just keep that in mind. I don't know if you guys, and this is just for my people who are like really, really trying to do this. I don't want to discourage you, but I just want you to know where you stream matters, your connection in your house matters. All that does have a factor. It factors into how you're able to send a signal pretty well. All right. Um, Let me know if there's any questions about that. Anybody else have suggestions? Let me know if there's any other suggestions about internet connection and stuff, and how you're working with your internet and your phone and stuff. Any suggestions for folks? So I want you guys to be out here um, trying to figure things out by yourself. So if you have any tips that would be helpful to share with folks, please send it. Please send it so we can all benefit from it. Thank you. I was not thinking about that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It does matter. I want you guys to be out here like, oh, nobody's coming to my room. And let me say this, because I'm on the agency side, some of y'all do glitch. Y'all do glitch quite a bit. It's like all pixelated and stuff on the screen. I see that quite a bit. So there is some connection and signal things that are happening. And so some of you guys will freeze quite a bit. And again, that's all part of your connection. So it does happen. So definitely pay attention to your connection at the house and see what else you can do to improve it. Let me know if there's other questions as well, friends. I want to make sure I'm answering questions as you guys are coming in. My new friends in the room, if you're still here and you're new, let me know. I want to make sure I'm answering your questions as well, as you guys are staying here and stuff. So I want to make sure I'm answering any questions you have. I appreciate you all being here. Do you have any recommendations for a Wi-Fi extender? You know what? I don't know what this is. You see it's in my wall. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. Oh, no, it's not. It's like because of the light. The light is not showing it. It's blocking it. It's like mine is like this hexagon. But I don't know. Maybe your Wi-Fi, your internet provider can recommend something. Your internet provider, whoever you get your internet from, ask them. I believe that came from the internet provider. I'm pretty sure it did. Because he said something about sending it back. So, did I receive my Wednesday payment from TikTok? I didn't check. I didn't get it. Usually when I receive it, I get a text message. I usually get a text message. You have do I have Bluestream? No, I have you talking about our internet provider is Spectrum. I think that's what you're asking. Let me know if I said that right. Is that who you're asking? We have Spectrum. So, who is Bluestream? To get more views and more followers, do you suggest lives or content? Okay, I got my TikTok payment. Okay, Leanne says she got her TikTok payment. Let me say, Coach Jesse, you say you did not get yours. Let me see if I can see on my other account. If I can see my balance, that'll let me know. Yeah, I do gotta go soon. I got about 15 minutes. 15 minutes I'll get off. So let me know. You have a question, Nika Grace? I got about 15 minutes before I have to get off. I didn't get it, but I don't think I was supposed to get it because I think I have it set at the amount to pay out. So I don't think I was supposed to get it. I switched to a Netgear router and it helped a lot. Oh, that's good. A Netgear. I think that's what we have for some reason. Netgear. That seems familiar. I have to ask. I think that's what we have. I feel like I've seen the word on our router. But I'll ask to see what we have. Netgear is a good router brand. Okay. I have not received my payment from TikTok yet. It says processing. Okay. Some people got theirs, what was that, last week or 2 weeks ago? One of the creators in the agency, she said she didn't get hers until like 3 o'clock in the day. She had messaged me because she hadn't got it. You normally get it first thing in the morning. She had messaged me and was like, hey, I didn't get mine. And then I ended up going to her live, like her 7 o'clock live. She's like, oh yeah, it came much later. It came at 7. So, so I think it might just be a delay if you guys haven't gotten it. It seems in here on TikTok you get more views and followers doing lives. Okay, that's right. Did you just ask me that question about live versus content? Was that you? It was. Two brave hearts. That was you. Um, I would definitely. I'm definitely yes. Okay, gotcha. I'm definitely pro live for views. I am. However, you could have more people pick up, you pick up more views or more, I'm sorry, more followers um, based on your content too, and more visibility on your content too. So it just depends. They work hand in hand though. So if you're somebody who's just sitting back like, oh, I'm only going to go live and I'm not going to produce content, you got to produce the content. And then the other side around, I would say, hey, if you're just producing content, you might want to consider live because live is the first way you can monetize, and you can get views and visibility that way. And then it just kind of reinforces whatever content you're producing, especially if it's service-based content or product-based, where you're promoting something, selling something. So it could work in it's definitely going to work in your favor for TikTok Shop. I personally think going live is the better way to get sales with products from TikTok Shop than it is on the content side. He said, I probably hit 1,000 followers. I want to go live with TikTok products and use as well. Yes. So that's perfect. Robin, yeah, definitely make sure you're doing the tips to let the algorithm know that you are interested in TikTok Shop. Where do I start? Did you get into TikTok Shop yet? First thing, click Creator Search Insights to make sure you're going to that application at the top. It's a green banner. It's going to say, let's see, I'm going to show it to you. Okay. So we're going to go to Creator Search Insights. You see that? Creator Search Insights. Not yet. Only brought from there. Okay, you only bought, so that's good. You bought products based on products that you want to sell. So Creator Search Insights, you're gonna click that, and you'll see these bluish banners. They say green, but blue's the banners. And one of them is similar to this, where it's like opportunities to earn with shopping insights. It's gonna say something similar to that. I have no, this is the agency account. So yeah, that's probably the message. So explore opportunities to earn with shopping insights. Let me see if it'll do it. Yes, this is the application. Join the creator pilot program, and you see the check boxes and it's grayed out. So you want to make sure you click this application, and 1,000 followers is what this account would need. This is the agency account, so it doesn't have 1,000 yet. And make sure those accounts are not banned accounts. Did we talk about that? Where you have to go in, click your follower or following, type in the word user, USER, in that search bar up there, and then any account that does not have a photo or has user with all the numbers, click that account. In the middle it says account banned, and then those are the accounts that you want to remove. You can use the arrow to remove those followers. Okay, I have a question that you're saying previously, settings, general, and what was next? Oh, that was for your iPhone update, the software update. Settings, general, software update. Yeah. So yeah, that's where you would go to see the software update. So Robin, as a part two, so go to this application. As a part two, you bought stuff. Um, well, you also can search in the search bar that you are interested in the Creator Pilot Program. So you can type that. So I would type how to join. How to join the creator pilot on TikTok. Gotta get to work. See you later. Thank you, Nika Grace. I appreciate you. So it's gonna show you this, but it's gonna show you content where people are talking about how to join the Creator Pilot Program. I want you to engage with those videos because those videos are going to tell the algorithm that you're interested in joining the program. You also can put a comment on any of those videos and say, hey, this is great tips on how to join the Creator Pilot Program. You know, you're saying those words, you're typing them, and you are watching video content on that, and that's going to help the algorithm know you want the program also. And then the final thing I will say is take the products you bought already on this account. So hopefully you bought something recently, like in the last few weeks. Take that product and just talk about the product in your video content. Do a review of the product. You can say, you know what, I really love this Neural gum. It's such an energy boost. When I'm tired midday, I get a gum. I take some of the gum and I love the flavor with the cinnamon flavor. You say something reviewing the product, essentially. And so that way TikTok knows like, oh, you're talking about products. You're doing that in your content. You've bought something from shop. You are interested in the pilot program. Let me invite you into the program. So you should get invited soon, probably in the next, if you do those steps soon, you probably get invited in the next week or so because you already have the numbers. Hey, Kim Love Jones, how are you, friend? Appreciate you being here. So I'm going to stay on a few more minutes. I actually have a hard stop at noon. So I'm going to stay on just a few more minutes. Lady Esther, how are you? Lady Esther, how you doing? You are picking up your live, friend. You are going live so often now. He said, I'm amazing. I appreciate you, Kim. Thank you so much. Lady Esther, I'm so proud of you. She said, I'm going live. I'm going live, live, live. I appreciate you, friend. Hey, Moonflower, about to go live and be on camera. Okay, look at you. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Oh, you're welcome, friend. Appreciate the you being here. Let me know if there's any questions, any final questions before I jump off. Who is going live? What did I miss? You know what, Kim? I talked through like some glitching, some things I've been experiencing. I shouldn't say glitching. Some things I've been experiencing and like how I'm thinking about my live stream. It's not perfect, but I'm still like working through the process. And I was just sharing some things I've done, like uninstalling and reinstalling the app. I know you did that recently. Wellness girl, how are you, friend? How's everything going? You went live too. Hey, friend. And you said noon Eastern for Wednesdays. Work in Progress Fiber Arts panel. Oh, oh wow, nice. Hey, Kimmy, how are you? Good morning. No, thank you. You are so informative. Oh, appreciate it, friend. Yes, darling. I'm well. Hope you're rocking and rolling. I am, friend. Appreciate you being here. So that's good. You Wellness Girl was, I know you was zapped from Live Fest and all the stuff that went with it. So she took January off. And now she's back. She's back on her regular schedule in February. So welcome back, friend. Um, anybody else going live today? Kim, what time are you going live? You said yep. That's it. Simple as that. Yep. It's all good, friend. I got you. Um, Kim, you're going live. Coach Jesse, you're going live. Who else is going live? Bob Bonus. Hey, Frank, you're going live. Let me know. Hey, Saving with Sybil, you're going live too? Put it in the chat. What time are you going live? I'm going live maybe around 7 p.m. tonight. All right. I'm waiting till the weekend. You're waiting till the weekend. Why? What's happening on the weekend? You gonna go live? That's when you have time, probably, huh? 7 p.m. Eastern. Me in about 5 minutes. The original Aboriginal. If you want tarot readings, get over there, friends. Get over there. You are in for a treat. So definitely get over there and visit. Connect with the original Aboriginal. You said I'm going live maybe around 7. Okay, Kim. And you said I'm waiting till the weekend. 7 p.m. Eastern for Kim. Yes. Okay, that's what I want to make sure I didn't miss that. Saving with Sybil, you're going live at 8 p.m. All right, friend. Love it. Pittsburgh style. Thank you so much for being here as well. Welcome to the room. He said I'm live at 10:30 Pacific. Questions to ask your doctor. I love it. I love that. By Wellness does kind of health and wellness as well. It's kind of health and wellness live, helping women over 40 navigate your health and life and family and all the things. So definitely connect with her. Let's see. Kimmy, I'm going live for the first time when I get back in a week or so from MS Mississippi. Is that what the MS stand for? Thank you so much for being here. Well, definitely keep us posted. Keep us posted, friend. Hey, Alex. I may do another pop up tomorrow. Okay. What you mean? Is this today's considered a pop up? Or are you not going live today? Maybe that's what you're saying. He said I may go live earlier, which like 11, not 11, 1 o'clock Eastern, like early like that. Okay. All right, my dear friends. Well, 5. Ooh, that is earlier. So you can get done earlier. Maybe that's what you're doing. That makes sense. You said I went live this morning, so maybe another tonight. Oh, look at you. Yes, I love it. Going live at 12 noon Central, resetting your whys. All right, Fred. Your whys. Like, why are you doing this? I love it. Yes, or stay on longer. Okay, perfect. Perfect. You said I love your lives. Yes, wellness girls. Her live is when you talk about calming the nervous system, just relaxing. It's a great vibe. I love it. Absolutely, I love that. Okay, I understand now. Best to you. You're welcome, Fred. Um, Beauty Body. What did you understand? Let me know what I missed. Did you get filter? Let me know if you have filter. What did you understand? Yes, Kim Love Jones. Appreciate you, Fred. I must have missed something. I don't know what was that for. Relating to. Um, and you're a powerhouse, honey. Keep the accountable. Keeping the accountable. I love that. All right, friends. Well, I appreciate everybody here. I appreciate it. Let me know if you have any final questions before I head off. So, I will be back at 4 o'clock. The go. Thank you for the community gifts. I appreciate that. 4 o'clock. The goal will be cheers. Thank you, friend. Will be to talk a little bit more about the fan club. I want to unpack the fan club. That's where claim your points since I'm pointing to it. Get your points if you have any points up here. Um, I want to um, unpack that so you guys can really talk about, so you can understand how to leverage that group. Thank you, Kim. Appreciate you, Fred. Because that group is so important to your live stream. As people are coming and leveling up and engaging, you want to know your community. Okay? What does that mean? Claim points. So if you click the Daily Heart Me, you'll see where, and you have to probably click to claim the Daily Heart Me itself. If you've done it already, that's great. But if you haven't, you'll see where it says claim points. As you've been putting comments in, as you have been sending populars and other gifts, those are points that you've collected as a fan club member, and you can claim points for that. The community sticker gives you 10 points, I believe, that you can claim as well. So almost everything you do in this app, the goal is that you're claiming points so that you can continue to level up in the room and or in the live stream with the blue box. So again, the algorithm, the app is saying that you are someone who's committed to this process. You're showing up, you're showing support, and you get points as a way of as a recognition for the live host and for yourself and for the community. At what level are you're supporting people? Thank you so much for that, Holly. So at what level? And so Holly just leveled up. So everything in this app, she leveled up to level 8. Everything in this app is really about gamification. They've gamified how people can get recognition for supporting, how you can grow as a creator, and you can encourage other people, how you can build community. All that is part of the game. Okay? So we're part of this process, and you're here. That's why it's not like TV. When we have the sticker that says this ain't TV, this ain't TV. So you're here, and the goal is for you to engage and for me to engage. We're working together on this. So that's the goal. So you wanna go to lives where you understand, and support lives that you really find value in. You know, is there a dedicated daily time limit to stay live? Go. No, no, there's not. I encourage people to try to stay live for more visibility, at least an hour to 90 minutes. You want to get to the point where you're going 2 hours, maybe 2 hours, 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours even, to get more visibility. People get pushed in your room, and you'll see that with every room, it'll go up and down, you know. So throughout the time you're there, so that's totally normal. It's fine, but if you wanted to kind of climb back up, you do need to go live a little longer. Yeah, thank you. You're welcome. Christine, thank you so much. I just started my account. Can't wait until I grow my account to go live. Christine, you got live access. You need a photo, friend. You need a photo to in a bio, a photo in a bio, but you have live access. You had live access. I mean, people get as few as 50 followers, so you probably been had live access. You are freezing, am I? Okay, I'm getting off. That's TikTok's. That's my signal I have to leave. Not this account. Oh, your other account? Okay, gotcha. We'll definitely optimize this account. Photo and bio. Okay, so you can have your account optimized. And then your other account, you need 50 subscribers. I mean, followers. And you'll get there. All right. All right, my dear friends. I appreciate you all. You guys claimed your points. I will chat with you all later. I'll be back at 4 o'clock. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, stickers, and the gifting that happened. I appreciate all of you. And remember, practice makes progress. So keep going. All right. Take care, everyone. Bye bye. Thank you all who are watching. I appreciate you all being here as well. I will see you guys back at 4 o'clock. Thank you so much.